You know what? Design is getting boring. It looks like the industry is trying to systemize and templatize everything and ends up with correct but pretty boring work. The main premise is that if it works on the business side, the technology side and the usability side, then it must be good no matter what. Yes, let's talk about AirBNB's latest redesign. But first, let me tell you why I think the design industry has a big creativity problem. And I'm gonna start by saying that not all design needs to be creative. It needs to solve the problem first and foremost with minimal friction. But in some cases, we also should think about users' delight. And now design systems are everywhere, everything has been tested thoroughly, and going a little bit outside the norm is frowned upon. And in the middle of that boring systemized work, AirBNB does something pretty unusual. They say that it's Johnny Ive's influence because his company Love From is signed by AirBNB to help them with their design, and I think that it does show a little. So let's look at the app already. It's mostly minimal, but it goes away from the typical iOS large and bold thick headings. Instead it goes for thinner regular fonts, pretty small typography, small outline icons and the generally very minimalist look. But on top of that it adds those delicate little shadows under the cards, and in the times where flat design or brutalism are the most popular design styles, I find this quite refreshing. On the map view, the shadows under the buttons are a little larger and a little softer, and that gives them that floaty look of hovering over the map image. It's really nice. But that's not all. There are three main places where the app goes further outside of the comfort zone and delivers a truly delightful experience. Let's go through them one by one. The first one is when you scroll the places list, there is this little booklet with the host's photo that opens up as you scroll to it and closes as you scroll past. It's a bit skeuomorphic, but just enough to fit with the rest of the app. And then you tap on it, it grows, expands and opens like a real book transitioning into the About page. This adds a human touch to a primarily minimal interface, and that human touch fits AirBNB very well because it's friendly, it's personal and it's human. Now, leaving the best one for last, let's go to the second one. When selecting whether you want an entire apartment or just a room, there is this super cool animation of rooms or buildings contracting or expanding. It delivers the message a lot clearer and is so cool I kept going through it on a loop for a while. And the last part is for true adventurers. Let's say that you want to go somewhere, but you don't want to plan it yourself. Just sometime in the future you want to go on a nice adventure and see the world. AirBNB has an option like that to plan a trip for you in the next 1 to 6 months. A normal, boring interface would be a slider here at best, or just 6 simple buttons that you click on, but that's boring. AirBNB said no. They went with a neumorphic, indented dial with the brand color filling it in as you go around the circle. Big punchy number in the middle, and notice the little details in how the tappable area grows under your finger and then gently falls back down into the opening as you let go. It is unnecessary, but it is delightful, and yeah, I'm here talking about it to you, so it did work. And we as designers may love the minimal aesthetic, but you have to think about it from the perspective of the regular people. People that don't obsess over fonts, they just want something cool and something that they're gonna remember about the experience of booking a room. And those little skeuomorphic or neumorphic elements bring the otherwise minimal design to life, and yeah, you're just gonna remember it, and it's really cool. We are missing that delight factor in interfaces, so I am hoping to see more of that in the future, and that is a great area to shine as a designer, coming up with things like that, things that stand out from the rest of the interface, and things that the users will love and remember. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and obviously, have a beautiful day.